Hello and welcome to Dingoes Ate My Podcast. I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Justin.
Are you really?
Yes!
Okay.
We've been over this many times.
How long have we been over this? How long?
Anyway, this week we're talking about the episode Listening to Fear. Because happy times are afoot.
It is very spooky.
This episode originally aired November 28th, 2000, attracting 5.5 million viewers. So, in this episode, we start off with the Summers women in the hospital when the doctor informs them that Joyce will have her surgery in 2 days.
Yay!
But she wants to go home.
Well, we're not. Shut up. The rest of the gang do their best to patrol and rid Sunnydale of a few more undead residents.
Yay, Willow dust the vampires.
Emphatic that they will not bother Buffy while she is dealing with her mom's health. Meanwhile, Riley allows another female vampire to feed on him. He does not stake this one, however. The next day, Willow brings gifts to Joyce, Buffy, and Dawn in hopes of cheering them up. She brings Joyce a beer hat.
Perfect gift.
Which seemed like a much better idea at the time. Dawn a book on the history of spells, but no actual spells in this book.
Thank
It's a
God.
spell book. Not about spells.
And Buffy gets a history book and a yo-yo.
So, homework.
And a yo-yo?
And something to distract.
With the brain tumor, Joyce has unusual outbursts, and the girls decide to let Joyce rest. On the way out, a mental patient sees Dawn and insists there's nothing inside her. Willow and Tara camp out on the roof of a building and watch the stars. Willow points out constellations to Tara, who points out several that she has made up. And they are all amazing.
I suppose I sadly do not have the imagination to actually kind of picture all the particular things.
Mine's a pineapple.
My favorite is the pile of crackers.
Pile of crackers. It's a
There was a
stretch.
stretch, though.
They're the best.
Pile of crackers in the sky.
Ooh, how about that one? The giant flaming one that's coming toward the planet.
They cuddle and invent new star constellations when they see a large object streaking through the sky and crashing down in Sunnydale. So, like a regular Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this time it's alien instead of,
Yeah, this time it's coming down, not up.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. They investigate the crash site and decide to contact the other Scoobies. The crazy man that spoke to Dawn, who has been released from the hospital, is walking through the forest when a creature attacks him and kills him. Because, again, it's Sunnydale.
We're finally returning to form.
At the hospital, the creature climbs along the ceiling undetected. Buffy and Joyce talk the doctor into letting a highly agitated Joyce go home until her operation, much to the dismay of the doctor, who enlightens Buffy that she'll probably not get much sleep taking care of her mother. Buffy informs him that she isn't much of a sleeper anyway. The gang finds the location of the crash and a hollowed-out shell, which is apparently used as a vehicle by the creature from space.
So, not Superman.
Not Superman.
Okay.
He didn't look remotely like Superman.
Well, I mean, they can't tell because they just found this pod.
Also the dead body.
Yeah.
Yeah, Superman doesn't kill people.
Powerful baby.
The powerful baby wanted to play catch.
Or rather, the way he died was a bit, not like Superman.
They spread out the search and find the dead body of the mental patient. The Scooby Gang leaves to do research, and Riley stays behind to investigate the scene. He calls Graham for military reinforcements and advises the soldiers how to deal with the situation when they arrive. They decide to try and track the creature down from residues of trace radiation. At the hospital, a mental patient is attacked by the demon. Buffy's mom continues to act strangely and say things she does not mean. Dawn is hurt when Joyce calls her a thing, but Buffy comforts her and tells her to ignore the things that people say when they are crazy. She tries to explain that when people are crazy, they think nothing else except themselves is real. Through research, the Scoobies find that the creature is a Queller demon, and that periodically is summoned to rid the world of plagues of crazy people. At the Summers home, Buffy and Dawn put their mother, whose mental clarity continues to deteriorate, to bed. But Dawn listens from her bedroom as Joyce babbles loudly. At first, she appears to be talking to the ceiling. However, it is soon revealed that she is talking to the Queller demon, who is watching her from the ceiling. Dawn tries to ignore the babble, and Buffy, who is downstairs washing dishes, turns on loud music and begins to sob. In Joyce's room, the demon falls from the ceiling and spits thick layers of slime onto Joyce's face. Dawn hears the commotion and runs to check on her mother. When she sees the demon attacking her, she comes to rescue, knocking it to the floor with a coat rack. It flees the room, and Dawn slams the door and screams for Buffy. Buffy runs upstairs to check on her mother and sister. They tell her about the demon, and she chases it downstairs, where she finds Spike coming out of her basement. He asks her if she heard a noise, and she notices that he has been stealing pictures of her, because Spike's still slowly descending into being a pervert. But the demon attacks before she has a chance to berate him. Together they fight off the demon, and Buffy ultimately kills it with a butcher knife while wrestling with it on the floor. Spike walks over and offers his hand to help her up. He pulls her to her feet, and their hands remain connected as Riley bursts through the door with the soldiers. Spike informed Riley that he had missed quite a show, making sure that Riley understood that Spike had been there to help. Back at the hospital, Ben gets into his car to find that Dreg, Glory's demon minion, is waiting in the back seat. It is revealed that Ben is the one who summoned the Queller, in order to reduce the growing number of crazy people left in town by Glory's brain sucking. Meanwhile, Joyce, who's because of her brief experience as an insane person, has realized the truth about Dawn, which Buffy confirms to her. Joyce insists that Dawn is nevertheless her daughter and urges Buffy to take care of Dawn in case anything goes wrong with the operation. While her daughters and the rest of the Scoobies watch on, Joyce is wheeled off to surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, happy, right?
Drake is still alive. I thought he would be dead after the last operation that failed.
No.
No?
No. Okay, so did either of you have any thoughts about this episode?
All the things. So firstly, demons from space. It's a thing, apparently.
Yep.
Obviously.
So, it vaguely brings up the thought, is it just cases of random crazy people in normal cases, or has Glory kind of done a couple little events throughout time?
Well, I mean, Gloria is older than the written word, so she's probably, brain sucked more than a few.
So it's just kind of phases that she kind of goes with. When she gets grumpy, it's like, I'm so annoyed. Walks up to a random person, figure things inside of her head. It's like, better.
Like, what's with all these crazy people? I should just call a Queller demon and just get rid of them all. That's probably what she thought this episode.
Well, no, she didn't do anything.
I thought...
No,
Ben did.
Oh, it was Ben who got
Ben
it?
cleaned up her mess.
No, Ben cleaned up
Okay, sorry.
her mess.
As he has been doing for years.
Very much indeed.
Because what he thought that's, that she made people crazy?
Yeah, because she does the brain sucky thing.
Oh yeah, right. That was like one of the first things she did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, for music in this episode, we have the original score, and the music that Buffy listens to while doing the dishes is from what is
That
it here?
whole 10-second loop.
Yeah, it's from an album called Worlds of Felicity. I couldn't find much other information on it.
And oh man, her breakdown moment. Just, oh man, all the particular stuff, and oh man.
There's going to be more of those.
No, it's kind of understandable.
More just random happy samba music while just sobbing to it.
Not necessarily happy samba music, but a lot more crying.
Okay.
So, for international titles, in French, Meteorite. In German, All Bad Things Come From Above.
Sure. Although
Even
most of
sunlight?
them, most things, came from the ground.
No, all bad things come from above.
Even sunlight?
It sounds like a Japanese translation. Like, doesn't it? Like, it's so, like... Just... Anyway, I do have 2 quotes from this episode. So the first one's from Willow. "Oh, I feel just like Santa Claus, except thinner and younger and female and, well, Jewish."
Yes.
And from Buffy, "You got her a book on spells. The girl who could break things just by looking at them. Now has a book to teach her how to break things just by looking at them."
Gosh.
Improving her skills.
Yes. So, do either of you have any last minute thoughts on this episode?
Oh, the demon was ugly.
It's a cool design, though.
It is. I like the design, but it was ugly.
Yes.
Just kind of cockroachy, going with a nice all
It's almost like sluggish.
Yeah,
Kinda.
a little bit
Kind of like a
sluggish.
slug cockroach thing.
Yeah. It's a cool looking design, though.
Yeah.
And oh man, that's Spike. Just doing his spiky things now.
Yeah, stalking and stealing pictures of her.
And of course, just rubbing it in Riley's face, just like, you weren't here.
So, next week we'll be talking about a Christmas episode. It's called Into the Woods. It's not Christmassy.
Why not?
But it aired December 19th.
Oh, okay.
So it was the Christmas episode.
Well, at least it didn't air on Christmas Day or something.
Well, no, you don't air new shows on Christmas Day.
Some people do.
Like who?
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
They didn't this year.
I know, they didn't. They did it on New Year's this year.
Yes. Anyway, so this will be the first episode directed by Marty Noxon, who joined as a writer and producer a couple of years ago. This will be her first time directing. In this episode, Riley is invited to join a new initiative-like organization which would require him to leave Sunnydale. He gives Buffy an ultimatum. Give him a reason to stay, or who will be gone forever. Or until, later.
He ain't coming back for a long while, if anything.
Well, I guess you'll have to find out.
Mm-hmm.
But that'll be next week. Until then, I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Justin.